चलिए शुरू करते हैं. Let's begin. श्री चक्र वासिनी देवी नमस्ते. शिव काम सुंदरी देवी नमस्ते. श्री कृष्ण सोदरी देवी नमस्ते. राजराजेश्वरी देवी नमस्ते. राजराजेश्वरी देवी नमस्ते. पद्मदल लोचनी देवी नमस्ते. भक्त परिपालिनी देवी नमस्ते. पर्वतवर्तिनी देवी नमस्ते. राजराजेश्वरी देवी नमस्ते. राजराजेश्वरी देवी नमस्ते. करुणा विलासिनी देवी नमस्ते. कात्यायनी गौरी देवी नमस्ते. कदम्ब वनवासिनी देवी नमस्ते. राजराजेश्वरी देवी नमस्ते. राजराजेश्वरी देवी नमस्ते. शक्ति परमेश्वरी देवी नमस्ते. शंभु मन मोहिनी देवी नमस्ते. शंकरी कृपाकरी देवी नमस्ते. राजराजेश्वरी देवी नमस्ते. राजराजेश्वरी देवी नमस्ते. अन्नपूर्णेश्वरी देवी नमस्ते. अखिलांडेश्वरी देवी नमस्ते. अभय प्रदायिनी देवी नमस्ते. राजराजेश्वरी देवी नमस्ते. राजराजेश्वरी देवी नमस्ते. सत्यस्वरूपिणी देवी नमस्ते. सद्गुरु रूपिणी देवी नमस्ते. धर्म स्वरूपिणी देवी नमस्ते. राजराजेश्वरी देवी नमस्ते. राजराजेश्वरी देवी नमस्ते. अखंड परिपूरणी देवी नमस्ते. आदि पराशक्ति देवी नमस्ते. अखिल परिपालिनी देवी नमस्ते. राजराजेश्वरी देवी नमस्ते. राजराजेश्वरी देवी नमस्ते. अनाथ रक्षकी देवी नमस्ते. सौभाग्यदायिनी देवी नमस्ते. संतान लाभ प्रदे देवी नमस्ते. राजराजेश्वरी देवी नमस्ते. राजराजेश्वरी देवी नमस्ते. पाहि भुवनेश्वरी देवी नमस्ते. श्री विद्या रूपिणी देवी नमस्ते. शक्ति स्वरूपिणी देवी नमस्ते. राजराजेश्वरी देवी नमस्ते. राजराजेश्वरी देवी नमस्ते. So we are listening to the beautiful narration of Gauri's birth, and today we will hear about her marriage. Yesterday Gauri took birth, and how much Himwan, the father, is loving her, and we saw the father-daughter loving relationship, so beautiful. And then she has grown up, and father and mother want the daughter to get married, and they go to Garg Muni, and Garg Muni said, the only person who is suitable to marry your daughter is Lord Shiva. But then Naradji comes, and Naradji tells something else. Naradji says, no, Shiva is so inauspicious. Why do you want to marry your daughter to Shiva? Look at his form. Everything that you see is so inauspicious. He lives in the graveyard, inauspicious. He does not put any good powder or perfume on his body. What he puts the ashes of dead people. So inauspicious. His hair, what kind of hair he has? All long matted. He doesn't comb his hair. He looks so inauspicious. And clothes, he does not even wear clothes sometimes. And sometimes if he has to wear, he'll just take the skin of a dead elephant or a dead deer, and that's what he wears. And he looks so intoxicated. He never keeps himself clean. And his followers, they are all ghosts and goblins and spirits. That's what he's surrounded with. They are his friends. So Shiva is so inauspicious. Oh Himwan, your daughter should marry only Vishnu. Himwan thought, yes, what you're saying is so right. And then he goes and he tells Parvati, I am thinking. Parvati hears the whole conversation. Gauri, I mean, not Parvati. Same name, but for me it's always Parvati that comes, okay? So Gauri hears, and Gauri is like, she's thinking, he's going to marry me with Vishnu? How is that even possible? And why Naradji has done all these things. Anyways, she decides to leave the home. While Naradji is gone there, Naradji has gone to Vaikuntha. Naradji takes the proposal of Himvan to Vishnu. And next day, Gauri here decides, I won't live in this house anymore. And she calls 4 of her best friends and she says, let's go to the mountain for a walk. And she escapes with the 4 girls. She's a teenager. Okay. So teenage girls, you know how they are. They won't think anything, what is going to happen to my parents? Should I leave the home like this? She's just angry at this moment. She does not want to live in this house anymore because her father is thinking of marrying her to somebody else. How dare he? And she can't talk to him. So she decided inside her mind, let me leave the house and go. So she calls her 4 friends and let's go. And she escapes from there and she goes to the mountains, far off in a mountain, and in a very deep jungle she enters, where she's sure that nobody can find them. And there she keeps walking, and the 4 girls are following her, and these 5 girls, they're laughing, talking, all these things, having all the girly fun. And then they see a river, Ganga river, and they're tired. So Gauri is like, I'm very tired now. Let's drink here. Let's eat something. So she sits down near the Ganges, and the girls, her sakhis, they say, okay, let us find some food let us find something for lunch. And they go around and they find out some good fruits from the jungles. They bring it for Gauri. And then Gauri goes and takes a little shower, cleanses herself in the Ganges, and they feel fresh. Then all the girls sit down and they eat the lunch. And Gauri is still tired because of this long walk. So one of the sakhis, she goes and she collects some beautiful grass, and then she makes a nice bed for Gauri. And she says, Gauri, come here, sit on this grass. You'll like it here. And then while Gauri is lying down, Gauri is a princess. Okay. So all these sakhis are like, even though they are friends, they're also serving her all the time. So Gauri lies down on that grass, soft grass. They made a bed of soft grass. And then one Sakhi comes and brings a fan, and she's fanning Gauri, and Gauri is lying down there. And the other Sakhi is talking nicely to her. They're singing. One of them is singing. And Gauri, the wind is blowing so nicely near the Ganges. And there is a shade of the plants, the big trees. And so Gauri goes to sleep. So Gauri is sleeping. After some time, the Sakhis also sleep. And then the whole day passes like this. So she has taken enough rest, and then when night comes, they decide to stay there. Sakhis are like, should we go back? It's already night. She's like, no, we are not going back. We are going to stay here and let's find out a place where we can stay. So then the girls go and they're looking, where should we stay tonight? Which place will be our Airbnb tonight? So anyways, they go into the jungle and then they find a cave, and they're like, okay, tonight we will live in the cave. What an adventurous trip today. We'll just live in the cave. Let's have a cave will be our Airbnb. And the girls go inside, and in the cave, everybody, somebody brings the grass and everything, and they light up a fire, and they all nicely light up the fire. They put the grass, and that is their bedding tonight, and they all go to sleep. Gauri is not sleeping. Gauri gets up. Gauri is like, Sakhis, you sleep. I'll be watching you all, because I had a good sleep in the afternoon, so my turn. So all the girls go to sleep and Gauri is awake. Gauri does not want to sleep, because Gauri in her mind, she's constantly bothered by the fact that my father will get me married to Vishnu. And I don't want to marry Vishnu. What do I do? I don't want to marry Vishnu. How should I change his mind? What should I do? Then Gauri remembers Tripura. She's like, when in trouble, always remember Tripura. Why fear when Tripura is near? So she decided, I will tonight worship Tripura. And so she goes near the Ganges. She collects some sand from the Ganges, mixes up with the Ganges water, and she makes an idol out of it. And that idol is resembling Tripura. She makes a deity. Okay. So the sand deity she makes, and she looks like Tripura only with 4 hands, and she's sitting on a lion, and she puts that deity in front of her. And then Gauri starts meditating on Tripura. The whole night she is meditating on Tripura, and she gets flowers and fruits and everything that she has offered to Tripura, and she's doing some Vedic mantras and some tantric mantras and some stutis and all the rituals that is required. Sing some songs to Devi and then dance in front of Devi and do the circumambulation of the Devi. All these things she did the whole night, and she prayed to her and started doing her praises, singing some stuti. So the stuti what she has sung, that stuti is famous as Gyan Kalika Stotram. We hear all these stories from Tripura Rahasya. The stories sometimes we might find them very ordinary. Sometimes they don't even relate to us because it is very different from our times. Nobody goes and sleep in caves now. We don't know what a cave living is. We don't know this kind of pujas. We are used to going to big temples, seeing temple, donating some money, doing some chanting and coming out. So this kind of puja is very different. She's making a murti herself. She's putting in front of her. And then she's doing the stuti. But the main important thing of reading this Tripura Rahasya is through all these narrations, we hear all these beautiful stuti, stotrams. Stotra means prayers. And in these prayers, lot of knowledge is given. If somebody prays this and meditates on this, they will connect with God immediately. Not the mindless, not like parrot-like reading. To understand the bhava. Bhava means the feeling, the emotion. To understand the bhava, the sentiments of the prayer, that is more important than just by mere parrot-like reading. So Gauri is the part of Tripura only. But Gauri is doing this thing for us. Through Gyan Kalika Strotra, she is giving us the essence of Tripura. Gyan Kalika Strotra is spoken by Gauri. Gauri is the form of Tripura, and Tripura herself in form of Gauri is speaking about Tripura. To give us the knowledge of Tripura. Tripura means the goddess, the supreme goddess. From here only, that belief came that if you pray to Devi, you'll get a good husband. Like Devi prayed to get a good husband. So this Gyan Kalika Strotra. There is a festival called Haritayana Samhita in India. It actually originated from northern plains, Himalayan plains, because of this part. Shiva and Parvati got married in a place called Trijugi Narayan, that is near Kedar Badri hills, Himalayan hills. So those areas, So that is one of those areas is the area probably where one of those gufas, one of the caves is probably where Parvati ji prayed and said this Gyan Kalika Strotra. So in Haritayana Samhita, people say this story, the girls will keep a fast, and then they keep a fast for their husbands or would-be husbands. And they pray to Ma Parvati. Because Ma Parvati prayed like this to Devi, and she got her husband. So there is a belief, when you pray like this, you will get you'll get a good husband, basically. I should not say husband of your choice, because if I say husband of your choice, sometime it may be good, it may be bad. We don't know how life is. Young girls, they fall in love indiscriminately. They do not know what is going to happen in the future. So sometimes breakups break their heart. And then they'll be like, we prayed to Ma and we didn't get the husband of whom we loved. But you don't know. Probably the future husband who's going to come probably is a good husband for you. Ma is giving you the better one. So that is why we pray to get a good husband who will take care of us lifelong. So from all these stories, they give us this belief. That's all. Anyways, but Gyan Kalika Strotra is not of all this. Gyan Kalika Strotra only talks about the knowledge of Ma Tripura, who is Ma Tripura, and Gauri is going to chant that, and I'm going to chant it. Shive Devi Samvit Sudha Sagara Atma Sarupasi Sarvantar Atmakay Rupa Na Kinchid Vina Tat Kalamasti Loke Tata Sat Swarupasi Satye Pasatye Asatyam Puna Satyamanye Divrupam Dvayatītameke jagu sarvametat nate tvam vidurmaya mohitaste Chidananda Rupam Tvameyasi Sarvam Chidananda Rupa Tvameyasi Sarvam. So she says, O Devi, O Shive, you alone are the ocean of knowledge. You are Atma. You are the Supreme Spirit. And as the Spirit, you are Jnana Sudha Sagar Atma Rupini. You are the Spirit in everyone. You are the Spirit soul in everyone. And the soul is having all knowledge. That is you. You live inside the soul. When we read Gita, Bhagavan Shri Krishna says, I am the Paramatma. Here, she's saying, you are the one. You are the one. Sarvantaratmaika Rupa. In each and every person, in each and everything, you are the Atma, you are the atom. Everything comes from you. Na kinchid vina tvat kalam asti loke. Without you, there is nothing that exists. No kala. There cannot be any knowledge. There cannot be any love. There cannot be any feeling. There cannot be any emotions. Nothing without you. Tata sat swarupasi satye api satye. You are the ultimate truth. And inside everyone, you reside as the ultimate absolute truth. The world appears unreal. Asatyam puna satyam anyedi rupam. The world is unreal, we know. But even then, this unreal world appears to be real. This fake world appears to be real. Why? This appears to be real because, oh Mother, you are real. You reside in each and every atom, each and every atom, each and every atma. And that's why, Ma, everything appears real because of your presence. So the unreal world is real, and unreal and real are existing together because of you. They are not different. Every form, everything is none different from you. Whatever is there, it is only extension of your form. People in this world are hypnotized. Asatyam puna satyam anye dvirupam dvayatītameke jagu sarvametat natetam vidurmaya mohitaste. People in the world are not able to understand this. They get stuck up in these dualities. But all these dualities are just your mohini, your hypnotic power, your mesmerizing power. People are in a hypnotic state. They feel happiness is real. When happiness goes away, the sadness is real. The sadness goes away, they forget. Happiness, sadness, everything coming. If there is some loss, they lose their mental balance. They think that is real. But that is not real. Nothing is real in this world. You are sleeping, you see a dream, and now your open eyes, you're seeing a dream. It's all a dream. But why is everybody so hypnotized? They're not able to find the truth because of your hypnotic power. Because you have hypnotized everybody. You have mesmerized everybody. You have put a magical illusion. Your illusory power. You have put that illusion in front of everybody's eyes, and everybody sees things in different manner. When I give Gita class, I say something. So many people hear. My interpretation of Gita is my interpretation. I am speaking. But many people, everybody hears in a different way. I have seen that so many times. Everybody relates that Gita to their life. So when I read people's experiences, many people write to me back. And I'm like, okay, Because my understanding is much more deeper, but their understanding is based on their circumstances. So then you realize, even though I am speaking, but the listener is going to listen in his own way. Who is the one who is speaking and who is the one who is listening? And how that person interprets that way. What is it? Same Gita, somebody will not like at all. Why? And somebody is finding so much of joy in that Gita. Why? The illusory power. The illusory power. So Maa's illusory power is everywhere. When we speak the Gita, what she wants somebody to understand, she is Jnana Rupa, she is Jnana Shakti. She is Vani Shakti. She is speaking, she is making people understand. How they understand? She is creating the illusion. How much they should understand? She is creating the illusion. And if somebody is sincere, oh mother, I'm done with this illusion. I'm done with all this analysis. Oh mother, please remove the illusion. I just want to see you. Then she removes all the illusion. So that illusion she has created is called Mohini Shakti or Maya Shakti or Maya. When somebody sincerely prays, Ma, done. I just want to see only you. Only you. Then that illusion is gone and she gives the entire knowledge. She gives the entire knowledge means the entire knowledge is with us always, always. You realize that it was always with us, but we never knew it. She's the first statement, it started here. You are Gyan Rupa, you are Gyan Atmaika Rupa. This Atma, this soul, which is you. This soul has all the knowledge. All the knowledge. All the knowledge of the beyond. But we were so ignorantly living in the world. We forgot we have this. Because we don't know our real self. So when I say self-realization is God-realization, the day you realize your real self, you see her. She's with you all the time. She and him. Parabrahma, Parashakti, Krishna, Radha, Shiva Shakti, whatever you call her. They are there with you all the time. So here she says, तुम्हारी माया से मोहित होकर के लोग तुम्हारे इस रूप को नहीं जानते. People are carried away by your illusory energy and they are not able to see the difference between reality and the unreal. They think the unreal is real. सब में चिदानंद रूप तुम ही हो. चिदानंद रूपा त्वमेव मसि सर्वम. You are the one in the form of Chidanand, in the consciousness and happiness, Anand, bliss. So Chidananda Rupam, you are the one, full of bliss, full of consciousness. When I say pure consciousness is knowledge. Otherwise your knowledge is covered up. So Chidananda Rupam Tvamevasi Sarvam. Chidananda Rupam Tvamevasi Sarvam. Chananam Kramai Bhirna Rupam Dharadyaim Itamahure Tamo Matra Rupam Tamodipti Sambhinna Rupancha Shanta Swarupam Maheshim Midustvam Nategya. You are different. You are beyond the time cycle. Chananam Kramair Bhinna Rupam. Even though the cycle, time cycle goes on moving. You are Kali. You are the one controlling this time. Time cannot move. Nothing cannot move if the Shakti is not there. Time is there, Kal. But Kal is moving. Time is moving. How is it moving? Shakti. That Shakti is Kali. Mahakal, Mahakali. So, but you are beyond that. Shananam Kramair Bhinna Rupam. Every second there is different things appearing in this world. Every second somebody is taking birth and something is dying. Every second there is a change in this world. Oh mother, that is you. But you are beyond this. Chananam kramair binna rupam dharadyaim iti mahure ke tamo matra rupam. Whatever in this world you see as real and you feel that is real, time is changing everything. Every second there is a change in this world. But even after so much change, everything appears just the same. And people think they know, but this is tamarupa of yours. This is agyanta. It's like you light up a lamp, you fill the lamp with oil, you put a wick, you light it up. So whole night you are seeing, oh, the lamp is burning, the lamp is burning, the lamp is burning. You think it's the same lamp which I saw in the night, the same lamp is burning. This is constant. It appears so, everything is constant. But actually, it's not the same lamp which you last night if you lit a lamp, today morning if you're seeing the lamp, it's not the same lamp. The lamp has changed so many times. How do you know? It has been consuming the oil. If it was the same lamp, the oil should have been full. But the oil went away. The lamp looked continuous. But there was constant Shakti, constant energy that was given to the lamp to live, to burn. When the Shakti goes away, the lamp will diffuse. If the lamp is the same. So that means Shakti was provided throughout the night, and that lamp that you thought is one same lamp, no, it has died so many times and it has, but it was still burning because of the oil that was going in. Shakti was constantly being given to it. The electricity in your home. Constantly there is a power that is going in. We don't realize. We think everything is in order. But there's a power that is going, that is running everything. That power is not seen. We light up the lamp, switch on the bulb becomes on. We think, oh, the bulb is on. But how is the bulb on? Every second there is a power that is being given to the bulb. If the power stops, the bulb stops. We know when we see the bill in the end, how much power we consumed, how much electricity we consumed. So something is going on. This world looks very perfect. Something comes, something goes. People don't realize why something came, why something goes. People think everything is just continuous. We live in this body. We were once upon a time, we were just 1 day old baby. We were 9-month-old baby. We became 3-year-old. We became 7-year-old. We became 10-year-old. We become 50-year-old. We become 70-year-old. This body keeps growing and dying every second. Yet, do we ever feel we have become old? We feel we are the same. Even at the age of 50, you feel like you are 20 years old. You think like that and you talk to a 20-year-old, then you know how they will make you feel old. How your thinking has changed, how you have slowed down. But while living, you feel, oh, everything is just the same. I am just the same. That illusion, I am just the same. Even though the body is changing every second, trillions of cells are dying. Everything is going together. So this is because, and people are not realizing, because of the tamo guna, because of the ignorance. That tamo guna is you, mother. That ignorance is you. Your illusory energy has created that ignorance. That tamo guna has come from you. But other than the tamo guna, you're also very peaceful. This tama, this ignorance is bliss. We have a statement, right? Ignorance is bliss. So even though you're ignorance, but there is one more quality you have, mother. You are full of bliss. Chidananda Rupam. Even in ignorance, you are bliss. Ignorance is bliss. Sometimes we don't know things, it was very good. After knowing, it's like, why did we know? If we were happy when we didn't know. So ignorance is bliss. So even though people are living in ignorance, even though people are suffering, but still they find, oh, everything is very good. They find everything happy. It is because of you. Shivadi Kshiti Pranta Tatva Valirya Vichitra Yadi Ye Sharira Vibhati Pate Chitra Kalpa Jale Sendu Taran Bhavotpara Satvamevasi Sarva Bhavotpara Satvamevasi Sarva. Shivadi, all the Shiva and the other deities, Devatas, this Mother Earth, all of this are but your form. You only multiplied in all this form. You are. I can see you, I can feel you in everything. Just like if somebody is wearing a cloth, and in that cloth there are so many designs. Oh Mother, this whole world, this whole universe, this earth, these planets, everything appear like that one big cloth, which is you, your illusion energy. And all these different forms, different beautiful things that are happening is like a painting in that big beautiful cloth. You are the one painted everything. The beautiful forms of this earth and the celestial beings, all, everything, wherever my eyes goes, wherever my thinking goes, oh Mother, it appears like this world is just a big painting created by you. It's like a big cloth, big canvas on which you have painted everything. Just like the sky in which the stars are shining. This whole universe appears like the sky. Everything is you. Whatever I see, O Parashakti, O Supreme Goddess, it is you. Abhinnam vibhinnam bahirva antareva vibhati prakashastamo vapi sarvam. Whether something is I see as separate energy or whether something I see as joint energy, whatever, wherever I see, whatever energy I see, it is Mother, you. Externally, whatever I see, it is you. Internally, whatever I see is you. Any form external is you. Inside also is you. Bahirva, antareva, vibhati. Whatever is knowledge is you. Whatever is ignorance, ignorance also has some knowledge. That also is you. Ignorance also has some bliss. That also is you. So whether in ignorance or whether in knowledge, whether in awareness, oh Mother, wherever I see prakashastamo vapi sarvam, it's only you. Nirudhyantarangam vilalaya akshasangam paritrajya sarvatra kamadibhavam rite tvam chitim yen no bhati kinchit tatasvam samastam na kinchit twadanyat. O Ma, there is nothing which is beyond you. There is nothing which is beyond you. Rite, whatever in this world you see, Rite means pattern. So there is a pattern to everything. There's a pattern. Now this you should know. Whatever is in macrocosm is in microcosm. There is a pattern. See, if somebody has to explain how the world is, how many countries are there, it is very difficult to go across the globe, each and every nook and corner. It's impossible. But that entire globe, every nook and corner can be put into a map. One small paper, the map has everything. If somebody understands the map, satellite map or the 2D map, if somebody understands the map, they have understood the globe. Nowadays, Google Maps, the Google Maps can actually take you to the house also, the street also. You can see it from 3D. So sitting here, one day it happened. I told my daughter, I like to go go, around the world. So I was telling my daughter, come on, let's plan. We'll go to some country. And my daughter is not as enthusiastic as me in traveling. She loves sitting at home. She's like, no, I don't want to travel anywhere. I'm like, no, let's go and travel. We'll see this part and come back. This country we should see and come back. She's like, you want to see? I'll show you. Sit down here. And she opened her Snapchat. Nowadays, technology, she opened her Snapchat and she started showing me every part. Which place you want to go, mom? I'm like, okay, open Spain. So she goes to Spain. And then she went to some lane of some Spain and in somebody's house. Then she's like, okay, now what? I said, okay, let's go to Romania. Then she goes to Romania on Snapchat. And then she's like, where else? I'm like, okay, let's go to Turkey. Then she went to Turkey. And then she's showing me what is happening in Turkey in some cafe. Some people are eating and, enjoying. I'm like, wow, as if you're there. And then she's like, where else you want to go? I said, okay, now let's go to Yugoslavia. Then she took me to Yugoslavia. And in Yugoslavia, there is some mountains. And we are going inside the mountains. She's showing me all this on Snapchat. She's like, I'm like, okay, I'm done with all these countries. Let's go to India. Let's see what Snapchat can show from India. And then I started telling her, let's go to Bombay because I belong to Bombay. Let's go to Bombay. Let's go to Ghatkopar. Let's go to this place. I want to see that lane. 1 hour through Snapchat. Entire world I saw on Snapchat, and I was so tired after that. I'm like, I'm done. I don't want to travel anymore. Shut it down. Just imagine. So whatever is in macrocosm, whatever is in the globe, Snapchat, real time captured it. And I'm seeing it. Whatever is in the macrocosm is in the microcosm. Yat pinde tat brahmande, it was there in the phone. Similarly, our researchers, our rishis, they went higher. Every energy that you see in Prakriti, in Mother Nature, is in us. They knew. They started researching. They started tuning themselves with Prakriti. They found out all the secrets of Mother Nature. Rahasya, the mysteries. So everything looks illusory, but through the illusion, they dived deep inside and found the reality. And came back. So that reality which exists outside exists within us also. So this is what he's saying here. Whatever is there outside is inside. There is nothing different from you. Whether it is illusion, whether it is darkness, through darkness we can find the reality. Mother, because it is you. Your consciousness is pervading everywhere. And the one who knows this knows everything. Without all this consciousness is you. All this knowledge is you. Nirudhyantarangam vilalya akshasangam paritrajya sarvatra kama adibhavam sthitanam mahayoginam chitta bhumau chidananda rupa tvameka vibhasi. Those rishis, those yogis, mahayogis, they took away their mind. Here it is written, Nirudhya antarangam vilaya akshasangam. They controlled their mind. They saw all the picture of the world and they started finding the truth. They controlled their mind and they realized all the untruth. And by controlling their mind, controlling their desires, controlling their organs, the mind is going and getting stuck at different forms. All these forms are temporary. All the desires, the mind is going and stuck in different desires. These desires are the reason for happiness and unhappiness, but they don't exist in reality. They started looking at all these things. They control their mind. They control their desires. Nirudhya antarangam vilaya akshasangam. Whatever the eyes were seeing and whatever the truth they were perceiving, nirudhyaya akshasangam. Whatever they are hearing, whatever they are thinking in the head, thinking that reality, they started controlling and analyzing all of them. Vilalaya, vilayaya akshasangam parityaja sarvatra kamadi bhavan. Then they controlled, and then they parityaja, they left all the desires, knowing that it is temporary, it is illusory. All the desires are illusory. Sthitanam mahayoginam chitta bhumau. All the yogis, then they controlled everything. The mind which was running in different unreal desires, they brought the mind from there, and then they situated it into chitta bhumi. Chitta bhumi means pure consciousness, the grounds of pure consciousness. They brought their mind from wherever it was, they brought it to pure consciousness. They situated it, they grounded it. The mind which was flying here and there, they grounded it on chitta bhumi, on the grounds of consciousness. Chidananda ruka rupam tvameka vibhasi. And when they grounded their mind, their consciousness on that pure consciousness, they realized Chidananda rupa. Oh mother, it's only you in that pure consciousness. It was you, the pure bliss. The mind was seeking from external things, but it was, what was the mind actually seeking? The mind was actually seeking permanent happiness. We wanted love from people. We wanted happiness through that love. And when that love goes away, hearts break. We forget love. We are angry. We are upset. But that real love from Bhagavan, from Devi. Happiness in temporary things. If I get this, I'll be happy. If I get that, all this. Yogis found out that the source of happiness is you. And where do you live? Chitta bhumi, in consciousness. So yogi ground themselves in their pure consciousness. You are the pure consciousness. You are the pure bliss. Yogis ground themselves in that pure consciousness, and the yogis are always happy. Chidhananda rupa. They're always happy in you. Tvameka bhavani vibhasi. You are the one who is experienced, whom we experience as pure bliss. Chidananda rupam. Tvameka vibhasi. Tathanye mana sendriye sanchara-chapya sanyamya tanmarga ke jagaruka. Tathanye mana sendriyam sancharan chapi sanyam tanma marga ke jagaruka. Swasamvit sudha darsha dehe spurantam mahayogi natha prapashyanti sarvam. Mahayogi natha prapashyanti sarvam. So some are meditating like that internally on their consciousness. Some control their minds, control their habits, and walk on a very proper path, spiritual path. And some go through the path of Gyan, analyze everything. So some have seen, some are meditating inside. Some are living a life which is controlled rightly, and they are trying to find you. Some are trying to find you through Gyan, through logic. But everybody then realizes whatever paths they follow, it's only you who is in everything. And those who have gone to the deepest knowledge, they realize, they see your presence. Only the people who are very grossly foolish, very grossly ignorant, they can't understand your real form. Nirukte mahasara marge ati sukshme gatim yena vindanti mudha swabhava. Those who meditate on you find out your real form, the subtlest form, the sukshma form, the micro form. They find you out. Only the mudhas, the foolish people, are not able to find you. Janantan samuddhartum aksham avagamyam bahi stula rupam vibhinnam vibharshi tadaradhane aneka margan vichitran vidhaya atmargena kena piyantam. So those rishis and the munis and the yogis and the paramahansas, they are able to find you through knowledge, through practice of meditation, through control of their of their organs, indriyas. But those who are jad means gross, their mind is not able to go to these higher things, these subtle things. So for such people, such simple people whose mind cannot think all these higher things, subtle things, cannot see beyond, they only see the world as it is. So for them, Mother, you are very benevolent. You are very merciful. For them, Mother, you take a form as gross as this form that I have created, the form of the Murti. So those who are simple people, those who do not know, oh, that Parashakti, oh, that Chidanand, oh, that subtle energy, oh, that subconscious energy, oh, that atom, those who cannot understand all this knowledge, for them, Mother, you say, okay, they only worship you. They just make a idol of yours with the mud, and then they worship you. And oh, Mother, for such people, you come in this Murti. Who is telling this? Gauri is telling to us. In all our scriptures, if you will see, both kind of devotees are respected. Some who are very logical, very intellectual, they are thinking about God on intellectual level. But there are some, in fact, not some, most of the people who are so simple, they cannot analyze. Their brains are not that developed or whatever it is. They're not able to see beyond. They only can see gross things, like, they have to see gross matter. So when they see a Murti, they understand, okay, this is Tripura. For a Jnani, he will see, oh, inside the Murti, there is energy of Tripura. But for somebody, no, this is Tripura. This Murti is Tripura. So Gauri says, oh, Mother, for such people who are not able to see beyond, who don't understand this knowledge, oh, Mother, you appear in this Murti form, in this idol form, like this deity. Janantan samuddhartum aksham avagamyam bahi sthula rupam vibhinnam vibharshi tadaradhane eka margan vichitran vidhaya atmargena kena piyantam. There are many, many ways to worship you, O Mother. Many, many ways. Here it is written. Tadaradhane aneka marga. There are many ways to worship you. Still, if somebody worships you like in this form, you accept that worship. Some people can only see you in this form, in this sthula, not the sukshma form of yours, in this sthula. Sthula means this matter. Sukshma means that conscious energy form. Most people see you in this form and you accept their worship in this form. उनमें से तुम्हारी आराधना के अनेक मार्ग हैं, वे सभी विचित्र हैं. उनमें से किसी एक को जो अपना आधार बनाकर चलते हैं, उनकी ये भी आराधना उसी तरह सफल होती है. उसे भी तुम उसी तरह स्वीकार करती हो जैसे अनेक नदियों की धारा के सागर आत्मसात कर लेता है. Just like how many rivers will go and merge into the ocean. Similarly, there are so many devotees of you. Some are worshipping through meditational processes. Some are worshipping you as the subtle energy. Somebody are worshipping you as the Atma and everything. Some people are worshipping you as knowledge. And some people are just worshipping your Murti. Oh, Mother, there are thousands of ways to worship you and to connect with you. Just like all the rivers go and merge in the ocean, similarly, all this bhakti, all this devotion is coming to you and they merge into you and you are accepting all of them. And then she goes on. Tathata sumurteshva aneka sumukhya dhanurbana pashankushe Deva Murti Sarireshu Mudeva Yetam Bhajeyur Janastray Puri Murti Mattam Uttamaste. Oh, Mother, there are so many deities, there are so many idols. But of all the Murtis, this Murti that I have created, Murti with 4 hands, which has the 4 things which he has. In one of the hands, she has a sugar cane. In one of the hands, she has the arrow. In one of the hands, she has the noose and the gourd. All this Murti that has been created, this is one of the most beautiful Murtis. And anybody who loves this Murti will get the benefit of it. What does this Murti do? It says, Janan dukkha sindho samuddhar tuka kamam patastan enekan pradishya prakrishtan. Those who worship this murti form of yours, not only the murti, okay, even the photo. Even the photo. Photo is also a murti. So you buy a photo and you put a good picture frame of Devi in your home, Tripura Devi. So even that photo is very powerful. So those who worship, he says, Janan dukkha sindho, when people are in grief, in sorrow, in suffering, all they might be like deep down in the ocean of suffering. But mother, you help them out. You bring them out of the ocean of suffering. Samadhartu kama, and you fulfill their desires, and you show them the real path. Why? Because you have a nature. Oh mother, what is your nature? Dayadra swabhaveti vikhyata kirtim. The whole world knows you are the most compassionate. Dayadra swabhava. You cannot see the suffering of your devotees. You cannot. So if somebody just is so much suffering and comes to you and worships you, looking at your form, just offers you flowers, just does Lalita Sasnam or does Lalita Trishati or just chants your name, just sings your bhajan, day in and day out, somebody is praying to you, oh mother, your nature is compassionate. Dayadra Subhav. Dayadra. You cannot be like, oh, I don't care. No, you cannot. You just look at your devotees and you're like, okay, help him out. He's suffering so much. Help him out. Some desire is bothering him. Fulfill the desire. He has come to me. Now he cannot suffer anymore. That's your nature. Full of compassion. Dayadra Swabhaveti Vikhyata Kirtim. You are famous in the world because of your compassionate nature, your merciful nature, your graceful nature. And Tvamekaiva Pujya Parashakti Rupa. Everybody worships you because they know there is nobody more powerful than you. You are the most powerful in removing the sorrows and the grief of your devotees. So everybody worships you with that faith in their heart. And you actually do that. You live up to that reputation of yours. Sadate padabje mana shat padome pibantadrasam nivrita sanstito astu iti prarthana me nishamya shumatar videhi swadrishtim dayadram pishat. O Mata, oh mother, my mind is like a bhavra. Bhavra means a bumblebee. My mind is like a bumblebee. And my mind, I have only one prayer. Let the bumblebee of my mind be always engrossed in your lotus feet. Where does the bee go? The bee goes to the lotus, honeybee. And your feet is lotus feet full of nectar. Oh mother, fulfill this desire of mine, that the bee of my mind be engrossed in your lotus feet forever. And I am praying to you so much. Open your eyes, mother. Wake up. Wake up and look at me. I just want to see you. Come to me. And let the bee of my mind be engrossed at your lotus feet. So this is the prayer she has done. So she started from Nirakar, Brahma Roop, and then she comes to the Paramatma Roop, Parashakti Roop. Then she comes to the way the logicians or the Sankhya yogis would pray or think about Ma, the Tantrics, the Vedic, how they think about Ma. And then she has come to our level, how we pray to Ma. And now she's giving us the goal of prayer. She's giving us one goal. Oh mother, she's told us here. Sadame padabje mana shatpado. Oh mother, let the bee of my mind always be shatpado. The bee. Why they are taking the bee? And the bee has 6 feet. Why? 6 organs. 5 organs. Eyes, ears, nose, mouth, tongue, I mean. So all these 5 organs plus the mind. This is the Shatpad. Let all these 6 things of me, my vision, my hearing, my taste, my touch, sparsh also. So whatever I smell and my mind, let all this be together, be engrossed in you. This is my desire. So see, so Gauri has given us the prayer also so beautifully, what we have to pray. And when she was praying like this from her heart, Tripura appeared. How is she, Tripura? She appeared. So she came on her chakra raj, on her chariot, which is made up of chakra, and she was having all these beautiful ornaments, and she's wearing a red sari, looking very beautiful, and Saraswati is there, Lakshmi is there. Lakshmi and Saraswati are fanning her, and she, in her hand, she's having the pash, ankush, the weapons, the bow, arrow, the noose and the gourd she's having, and she's sitting there, and she's sitting in the lap of Bhagwan Shiv. So Bhagwan Shiv has also come, Tripura has also come, and she's wearing silken robes, and Ma appeared in front of her, and then Ma said, "Why have you remembered me, Gauri?" And Gauri says, "Oh Ma, please protect me. You know, you created me, and whatever you have told, I have accepted. I did not want to come to this world, but I came. And my brother, at the request of my brother Vishnu. And now what is all this drama going on behind the scenes? I have to get married to Vishnu. How is that even possible? What is happening? My husband, Shiva, is still in austerities. So tell him to come out of the austerities. And my marriage has to be with Shiva. How is that possible? So tell him to give me some solution." Ma said, "Don't worry. You will only marry Shiva." Okay. And after marriage, both of you will get married, and then you will have a son also. And you have prayed to me with this stotra. This is a very beautiful stotra, and I like this stotra very much. And then Ma said, from now onwards, this stotra will be known as Gyan Kalika Strotra, and anybody who prays through this stotra will be very, very knowledgeable. So anybody who does Gyan Kalika Strotra will be very knowledgeable, and I'll be very, very happy on people who pray this who pray to me through this stotra, and you will marry Shivji. Don't worry, all will happen good, and you'll get a son in future. So Ma blessed her, and then Ma went away from there. After that, Gauri got up. Gauri, it was early morning anyways. She got up, she went to the Ganges, and she took this murti whom she had worshipped the whole night, took the murti and she put it in the Ganges back. And then again morning happened, and all the Sakhis also got up, and then they all finished the puja. After all the puja was done, so they had a little breakfast. They again brought some fruits. They had a little breakfast. And now one of the Sakhis came and said, "Gauri, we stayed here the whole night. Now it will be good for us that we return back home. Do you realize how much your parents must be in trouble right now? How much they must be worried about you? Your father cannot live without you even for a second. And what have you done? Whole night we have stayed here. Your father, mother don't know where you are. So it would be better for us that we go back home. I don't think so. This is a good idea that you trouble your parents like this." Gauri said, "It's okay, my dear friends. Don't worry. Yesterday night we stayed here so nicely. Who took care of us? Mahatripura. So my parents who are, whatever is happening there back in the palace, don't worry about that. Mahatripura will take care of everything. You relax, and let me also relax. I am not going back to my palace again. We will just sit here and enjoy the day just like yesterday." So what happened in the palace, we will hear tomorrow. What is happening in the palace, and then how Shiva's and Gauri's marriage happened, we will hear it in the next class. Till then, Jai Ma. Okay, and let me just see your comments, and then we'll end up the class. Your forms from microcosm to macrocosm are real, and what is no real is also real with your presence. Yes. Beyond the concept of time, space, and environment, and is everything controlled by you, maintaining the dynamicity, a scientific dynamic supreme power is Ma. Yes. Dynamicity and continuity with a change, a prominent quality of Parabhava Bhakti Ma. Yes. Pavan writes, Mother Gauri herself is a part of Tripura. So why did she have to be praised like Gyan Kalika Strotra to please her mother? They are doing it for us. All this Leela is for us. They know everything. She knows everything. But if she doesn't do the Leela, how will we know? Gyan Kalika Strotra. Who has to give Gyan Kalika Sutra? Only the one who knows herself can give the Gyan Kalika. Now, can an ordinary man say anything about Maa? So Maa has to tell about herself. She is Gyana Swarupa. She has to give the Gyan. So all these Leelas, her Mohini energy. Her Mohini energy is on us. So we ask, why mother has to give the sloka about herself? This Mohini energy. She is Gyana Rupa. She knows herself more than anybody else does, and she gives us this small stotra. One is through this we can understand her. Another is through this stotra we can fulfill our desires. So those who want to understand higher things, they can understand through this stotra. Those who want to fulfill their desire, they can do it through this stotra. So mother has to take care of everybody. So mother becomes Gauri and mother does all this Leela. Her own father is not recognizing her. Her own father does not know. She has covered him completely. So this is what it is. Okay. So for us, all these Leelas written is done for us so that we can think about mother. We relate. For 1 hour, we are thinking Gauri is there. For 1 hour, instead of thinking of the world, we are thinking about Gauri. We are thinking about Devi. Just 1 hour of thinking God. This is how our minds, this is how the techniques develop. Our mind is going to think of the worldly stories. Instead of that, think of godly stories. So for us, all these Leelas are happening. They don't need to do all these Leelas for us. Or was it made for the manifestation of our soul? You got it? So that the element could be awakened. Yes. Or so that we could know the glory of Tripura Maa. Both the answers. Okay. Maybe because of this generous Bhava of Maa, I am still in Gita class and here day in and day out. Otherwise, things are a mess. Jai Maa. Yes, yes. Maa has such a nature that her miracles are out of my Jnani self. Yes, yes. Understood, Maa. Thank you. All right. So we'll end up the class now. You all have a Lalitamaya day and Lalitamaya night. Jai Maa.
Jai Maa.
Jai Maa.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Jai Maa.
Jai Maa.
Jai Maa.
Jai Gurudev, Jai Maa.
Jai Gurudev. Jai Maa.